What makes a great rider? Horsepower or headspace? If most motorcycle crashes happen on familiar roads at everyday speeds, what does that say about skill versus luck? Join me as I challenge myself to master the art of riding with the essential tips you absolutely need to know. By the end of this video, you'll see farther. Corner cleaner, brake smarter, and ride with that quiet, earned confidence that turns, I hope, into "I've got this." Before we roll, drop a comment with your biggest riding question right now. I'll pull a few for the next video. And if you live for real talk and real skills, hit subscribe. We grow riders here. Mastering motorcycles isn't about flexing on straights. It's about making better choices per second than everyone else on the road. Skill is a stack: vision, body position, control, timing, and the discipline to practice the boring fundamentals until they feel like breathing. Do these right, and you ride longer, safer, and somehow freer. Today, I'm handing you my essential list, the exact habits I drill, the ones I teach, and the ones that saved my skin more than once. The problem we all start with. New riders face a storm: shaky confidence, stiff arms, target fixation, panic braking, weird corner lines, and the constant feeling that the bike is riding them. Add rain-slick paint, diesel patches, potholes, and distracted drivers, and the bike turns from dream to stress machine. The fix isn't luck or more courage. It's simple, repeatable techniques. Let's break them down like a mechanic with a torque wrench, one click at a time. Number 10. Mindset and road reading. Ride with intent. Good riders just go with the flow. Wrong. Good riders create the flow. Explanation. Start every ride with a decision. I ride on purpose. That means scanning far, ahead, eyes up, chin up, looking 12 seconds down the road. Use wide-angle vision to soak lanes, mirrors, side streets, and escape routes. Build a rhythm. Mirror dash mirror far horizon. Keep a 2-second space cushion minimum. Stretch it to 3 or 4 at speed. Treat every blind driveway like a coin flip. Who falls for it? Day 1 riders. And cocky veterans on day 1001. Complacency is the real crash. Better alternative. Narrate the ride in your head. Blue SUV drifting left. Pedestrian at the curb. Gravel near the shoulder. My out is the center lane. That soundtrack keeps your brain hunting for threats and frees your hands to be smooth. You don't find safety. You manufacture it. One scan at a time. Comment. Eyes up if this is your reminder to stop staring at the front fender. Number 9. Body position basics. Unlock the chassis. Grip the bars like your life depends on it. The tighter you squeeze, the worse you ride. Explanation. Your hands steer. Your legs hold. Light hands, strong core. Squeeze the tank with your inner thighs to stabilize your torso. Drop your elbows, relax your shoulders, and let the front end talk. Keep hips square to the seat, spine tall, and hinge slightly at the hips when braking. In corners, shift your upper body to the inside by a few inches. Eyes through the exit, and breathe. Exhaling releases tension you didn't know you had. Everyone who learned in traffic and never felt a proper corner. Better alternative. Think chin to mirror. Point your chin toward the inside mirror as you tip in. It gently rotates head, shoulders, torso into a balanced lean without overdoing it. Loosen your grip on the bars, and the bike will tighten its line for you. Number 8. Clutch control and slow speed mastery. Own the friction zone. Slow speed stuff is just for tests. Slow speed skill saves bikes in parking lots and saves pride everywhere else. Explanation. Find the friction zone, the tiny clutch range where the bike wants to move. Add a whisper of throttle, and drag the rear brake to stabilize the chassis. Suddenly, U-turns, figure eights, and tight alleyways stop feeling like coin tosses. Keep your eyes level and turn your head. The bike follows your gaze. Riders who avoid practice lots because I ride real roads. Better alternative: 5-minute drill before rides. Figure eights in 2 parking spaces. Clutch feather U-turns, stop, balance, go without dabbing a foot. It's cheap confidence. Master slow and fast becomes easy. Number 7. Progressive braking squeeze. Don't stab, just grab a handful. If you need to stop, that's how you lock a wheel and slide your paycheck across the pavement. Explanation: use the front brake for most stopping power. The rear adds stability. Progressive means initial touch to settle the suspension, then a firm, linear squeeze as the front tire loads. In emergencies, keep your body braced with your core, not your arms, and eyes up looking at the horizon preserves balance. Abs helps, but technique still wins. Practice threshold stops. Start at 30 miles per hour. Brake hard in a straight line. Feel the tire load. Release smoothly. Anyone who's never practiced braking on purpose only in panic. Better alternative: make braking a workout. 10 hard stops at the end of a ride. Track your distance visually from that sign to here. You'll feel it shrink fast. The best riders aren't brave on the throttle. They're beautiful on the brakes. Comment: squeeze if you're committing to 10 practice stops this week. Number 6. Cornering strategy. Look, press, roll plus trail, lean more. Turn more. The handlebar is the steering wheel. Explanation: countersteer to initiate at speed. Press the inside bar to lean the bike. Turn your head, eyes through the exit, and keep the throttle neutral to slightly opening as you pass the apex. That stabilizes the chassis. On blind corners, take a late apex center a touch wider. Delay your turn until you can see the exit. Surprise gravel, driveways, or stopped cars. You've left yourself space. Trail braking. Carry a light brake into the first third of the corner, easing off as lean increases. It tightens your line and gives you a tool to correct if you turn in too early. Riders who coast in hot, look at the guardrail. Then add throttle and widen out. Hello. Target fixation. Better alternative. Say this out loud for a month. Look, press, roll, then see late. Apex late. It rewires panic into process. If you can't see the exit, you don't know the corner. Ride like it's a question mark, not an exclamation point. Number 5. Lines and lane positioning. Be seen, be safe. Be ready. Middle of the lane is safest. Sometimes, often not. Explanation: the lane has 3 tracks: left, center, right. Each has pros and cons. Left track improves visibility to oncoming traffic. Right track keeps distance from oncoming, but invites door zones. Center avoids doors, but hides in oil drips. Shift deliberately. Pick the track that gives the best sight lines and escape route right now. Never overlap wheels. When following, sit slightly off-center so you can see through the vehicle ahead. And always have an out left shoulder. Right shoulder? Brake hard right here. Know it before you need it. Riders who set and forget their position like cruise control. Better alternative. Treat lane position like a dial. You're always adjusting weather. Traffic, road surface, sun angle. Where you place your bike decides what you see and what sees you. Number 4. Weather warfare. Rain, wind, heat, and cold. Rain means stay home. Sometimes, yes. Sometimes it means upgrade your technique. Explanation: in rain, everything is about smooth inputs and reading surfaces. Avoid painted lines, metal plates, manhole covers, and fresh tar snakes. They're ice with a budget. Brake earlier and lighter. Build a gap. Choose higher gears to reduce torque at the rear. Corner with calm hands and a neutral throttle. Wind. Loosen your upper body, press your knee into the tank on the windward side. And let the bike dance beneath you. Don't fight the gusts like arm wrestling. Heat drains focus. Hydrate before you're thirsty and wear ventilated armor. Cold tightens muscles. Layer up and keep your core warm so your hands obey. Summer-only riders who treat weather like a surprise exam. Better alternative. Pre-ride weather plan. What surfaces will be slick? Where will glare be worst? What gear keeps you sharp? Answer before you roll. Bad weather punishes panic. It rewards preparation. Number 3. Traffic and tight spaces. City survival, parking lot zen. I only need skill at speed. Most drops happen at walking pace. Explanation. In city mazes, your clutch is a language. Speak it softly. Keep one finger on the front brake for instant feedback. Look through cars, not at them eyes, scanning under bumpers for feet, wheels, and shadows that mean motion. When you need tight turns, turn your head first. Keep a little throttle, feather the clutch, and drag the rear brake. The bike stabilizes like magic. Filtering or lane splitting. Only where it's legal. Only when speed differences are small, and only with your escape route already chosen. If it feels sketchy, it is. Riders using both feet as training wheels, instead of using balance and the rear brake. Better alternative. 5-minute urban warm-up. Figure eights, stop balance go, clutch only creeps, and rolling U-turns. If you can dance at 5 miles per hour, you'll glide at 50. Number 2. The 1-minute pre-ride. Your habit that prevents headaches. The bike started. It's fine. A motorcycle can start and still be planning to ruin your day. Explanation. Do a 60-second walk around before you roll. Tires. Quick glance for nails, sidewall cuts, and adequate tread. Push down once to feel pressure. Chain. Look for dry links and slack. Brakes. Squeeze lever and pedal firm, not spongy. Lights, headlight, brake light, signals. Fluids. Check for drips under the bike. Controls. Throttle snaps back. Clutch feels normal. Who falls for it? Everyone who thinks maintenance is a later problem. Better alternative. Pair the check with something you already do. Helmet on. Then walk around. It becomes automatic. 1 minute in the driveway saves an hour on the shoulder. Comment 1 minute. If you're adding this ritual today. Number 1. Emergency maneuvers. Decide, then commit. In an emergency, do everything. Doing everything means doing nothing well. Explanation. You have 2 choices in a surprise: brake or swerve. Pick one and give it 100%. If you brake, do it like you practiced. Eyes up. Progressive front squeeze. Rear for stability. Straight bike. ABS, working with not against you. If you swerve, you must release the brakes first. Countersteer decisively around the hazard and countersteer back. No throttle in the middle. Stabilize after you're straight. Train the decision tree in a parking lot. Cones spaced a car width apart at 25 to 35 miles per hour. On one run, hard stop at the gate. On the next, swerve left-right without touching brakes. Build the muscle memory before the world tests you. Riders who only practice on YouTube, better alternative. 10 reps, once a week. The day you need it, you'll be glad you paid the invoice in sweat in a crisis. Hesitation is a tax you can't afford. Decide, commit, survive. The key moment. A lesson burned in. Years ago, I entered a blind, downhill right-hander. A touch hot. Old habit would have looked at the guardrail and stiffened the arms. Classic target fixation. Instead, The new script ran in my head. See late. Apex, late, light trail. Eyes where you want to go. I carried a whisper of brake to tighten the line, kept my chin aimed at daylight, and rolled on just enough to settle the chassis. Halfway through, there it was. Gravel sprinkled across the early apex, the trap I would have sailed straight into when I stopped at the next turnout. I didn't feel lucky. I felt trained. That's the real payoff. Not adrenaline, not ego, just the calm after doing things right. Eyes up and plan ahead. Light hands, strong legs, own the friction zone and the rear brake drag. Squeeze your brakes like a pro. Don't stab them. Look press roll. With late apexes on the blind, stiffened trail when it helps. Move within the lane to see and be seen. Respect weather, read surfaces, and stay smooth. Practice tight space control until it's boring, then keep going. Do the 1-minute pre-ride check every time, and when it's urgent, pick brake or swerve and give it everything. That's motorcycle mastery, not magic habit. Tell me in the comments, which habit are you leveling up this week? Type the exact drill you'll do. 10 emergency stops, 5 U-turns, daily tire check. I'll pin a few plans to inspire the rest of the crew, if this helped. Hit subscribe and ring the bell. I post new riding breakthroughs every week. Share this with the rider you want next to you in the twisties. And if you read to the end, drop ride with intent so I know you're part of the inner circle. 2 wheels down. Head up, I'll see you in the next curve.